3 minutes till lifting begins. No more changes to opening attempts for Flight A. Could I have all referees to their chairs, spotter loaders to the platform. Two minutes till lifting begins. I don't know how loud it is in the back. Do you want to go check?
I'd like to play around with this like this. I feel like we should go get music on
Yeah, I
one
agree.
of them, but
As we're waiting here, we're going to do quick introductions of our referee, head chair from Saskatoon, Chris Arnold. On the far right side of the platform, the lifter's left, Krista Sally from from Regina. And on the audience left, lifter's right, on the near side, the new SPA president, Carolyn Tran from Saskatoon. Big thank you to our spotter loaders on the platform. 1 minute till lifting begins. Lifting order will be Morgan, Emma, and then Emmanuel. Is that correct? Is that how you say it? Perfect. What? Emmanuel. Very good. And then Christy, Tammy, Mara, Jamie, and Isaac. And last, Jean-Luc. 20 seconds. And we are at times. Loaders, please load the bar to 55 kilos for Morgan. We have a technical chair or a TC over there as well. Are you doing the whole session, Rhea? Sorry, I missed you. Bar is loaded for Morgan.
$50 for emergency like this.
I wondered. And that opening attempt is a good lift. Load the bar to 72.5 kilos for Emma.
Do you want the current lift on? Do you want the header that they have over there? No, you're okay.
And bar's loaded for Emma. Emmanuel is on deck. Christy in the hole. 72.5 kilos. And that's a good lift for Emma. Load the bar to 115 kilos for Emmanuel. On deck, Christy, Tammy in the hole. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift for Emmanuel. Load the bar to 117.5 kilos, 117.5. This will be for Christy, Tammy on deck, Mara in the hole. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift for Christy. Load the bar to 125 kilos. For Tammy, on deck Mara, in the hole Jamie, followed by Isaac and Jean-Luc. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift for Tammy. Leave the bar the same, 125 kilos for Mara. Jamie on deck, Isaac in the hole. Bars loaded. And 2-1, that's a good lift. Load the bar to stay the same, 125 for Jamie, Isaac on deck, Jean-Luc in the hole. To end squat ones, we'll go to our second attempt squats for flight A. Bars loaded for Jamie. And referees say that's a good lift for Jamie. Bar goes to 200 kilos. What? Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. Wait. 60 kilos, please. There was an error in the session. We have two lifters who should have been in B that got registered in A. So we are going back to 60 kilos for Morgan. Morgan, this will be for you. On deck, Emma Emmanuel in the hole. This is the start of the second attempt squats in Flight A. Bars loaded for Morgan, 60 kilos. Successful on her first attempt, 55. And that's a good lift for Morgan. Load the bar to 77.5 kilos for Emma Emmanuel on deck. Mara in the hole, followed by Christy and Tammy. And bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 122.5 for Emmanuel. Mara on deck, Christy in the hole. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift for Emmanuel. Mara wants 125 kilos. Christy on deck, Tammy in the hole. This is for Mora. Bars loaded for Mora, 125 kilos. Christy on deck with the same weight. Tammy in the hole on the increase. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We had a data entry error. It says 125 in the system. What's it supposed to be? Okay, then this needs to be for Christy, 125 kilos. What's her rack height? 9, please, loaders. For Christy. Bars loaded at 125 kilos for Christy. That's a good lift for Christy. Tammy wants 130 kilos. Jamie on deck with the same weight. Mara in the hole on the increase. Bars loaded for Tammy. And that's a good lift for Tammy. Jamie wants 130 kilos, same weight. Bar is loaded for Jamie. Mara is on deck on an increase. And then we go back to the top of the order with Morgan. And that's a good lift for Jamie. Mara wants 135 kilos. 135 kilos for Mara to finish out our second attempt. Then we are into our third attempt squats with Morgan, followed by Emma. Lifters in Flight B, we are last attempt of the second round. You have 6 attempts left to change your opening attempt, and bar is loaded for Mara. Oh, thanks. And referees say 3 whites, good lift. I go down to 65 kilos for Morgan for third attempt squats. Emma on deck, Emmanuel in the hole, followed by Christy and Tammy. Lifters in Flight B, you have 4 attempts remaining to change your opening attempt. 4 attempts. And bars loaded for Morgan with 65 kilos. Sub-junior lifter. And referees say that's a good lift for Morgan. 3 for 3 in the squats. Good job. Emma wants 82.5. 82.5 kilos for Emma. Emmanuel on deck. Christy in the hole. Bar is loaded. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, getting ready.
But anybody else
Yes.
after needs to have it. There's been a handful. I've already went
Okay.
to them, but preemptively to get ahead of the bag.
And that's a good lift for Emma. Emmanuel wants 127.5 kilos. 127.5. Christy on deck. Jamie in the hole. Lifters in Flight B, you have 2 attempts remaining to change your opener. 2 attempts remaining. Change your opener. Just a reminder to all coaches, you are required to have your mask on at all times. You can't take it off. Bar's loaded, so please, in the back room, make sure you're respecting that rule. And that's just not there today. She'll get that in her next meet. Christy wants 130 kilos. Jamie on deck, Tammy in the hole, followed by Mara, and then we're straight into Flight B squats. Lifters in Flight B, you have 1 attempt remaining to change your opening attempt. 1 attempt remaining. And bars loaded for Christy, 130 kilos. And not quite there today. Good catch, spotters. Jamie wants 135 kilos. Load the bar, 135. Tammy on deck, Mara in the hole. And bar is loaded, no more changes to openers for Flight B. And the referees say that that is a good lift for Jamie. Tammy wants 145 kilos. Please load the bar to 145. Oh, Jamie's was? Okay, and that last squat was a provincial record for Jamie. Congratulations, Jamie. Well done. Tammy wants 145 kilos. Bars loaded. Mara on deck. And the referees say 2-1, no lift. A little deeper next time, Tammy. Mara wants 150 kilos. Bars loaded for Mara. Last lifter of Flight A, 150 kilos. Junior lifter. Let's get behind her. And referees say it's a good lift. All right, we're going to go down to 135 kilos for Ethan. Will be our first lifter. 135. 135. 2 reds and a 5. 2 reds and a 5. 135 kilos for Ethan LaRose for the start for the start of Flight B. It's quite slow. Yeah. Bars loaded for Ethan. First lifter of Flight B. And referees say that's a good lift. Jalen, you're wants 155 kilos, 155. Scott, you're on deck. Alan in the hole. When we finish Flight B squats, we will be taking a 10-minute break before we start bench press for Flight A. Bar is loaded for Jalen. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 165 for Scott. 165 kilos. On deck is Alan in the hole, Reese. Followed by Isaac and Trevor. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 185 kilos for Alan. 185. Reese on deck, Isaac in the hole, followed by Trevor and Jeff. Bars loaded. Two to one, that's a good lift. Load the bar to 195 kilos for Reese. Isaac on deck. Trevor in the hole. Lifters, just a reminder that you must also have your masks on at all times unless you have a gray wristband which allows you to take it off. Or sorry, it's orange this session. Orange wristband this session which allows you to take it off on the platform only. Otherwise, your mask needs to be on, covering your nose and your mouth. Bars loaded. And that's no lift. He took a step at the top prior to getting the rack command. Load the bar to 200 kilos for Isaac. Bars loaded. Trevor, you're on deck. Jeff is in the hole. And the referees say that's a good lift for Isaac. Trevor wants 205 kilos. 205. Jeff on deck. Jean-Luc in the hole, followed by Carson and Rob. Bars loaded for Trevor. And that's a good lift for Trevor. Jeff wants 210 kilos. Jean-Luc on deck, Carson in the hole, followed by Rob to end our first squats of Flight B. Jeff just finished coaching his 3 kids this morning. Now he's going to lift himself. Bars loaded for Jeff. That was a good ammonia hit. And that's a good lift for Jeff. Jean-Luc wants 212.5 kilos, 212.5. Carson on deck, Rob in the hole to round out squat 1, Flight B. And bars loaded for Jean-Luc. And that's a good lift for Jean-Luc. Carson wants 240 kilos. Rob on deck. And then we're back to Ethan to start our second attempts. Bar is loaded for Carson. And the referees say that's a good lift for Carson. Load the bar to 245 kilos for Rob. Final attempt of round 1 squats. Bar is loaded. And that's a good opening attempt for Rob. 3 white lights. All right, we're going to 145 kilos for Ethan. Jalen, you're on deck. Scott is in the hole, followed by Alan. Bar is loaded for Ethan. And good catch by the spotters. He'll get that on his next attempt. Load the bar to 165 kilos for Jalen. Bar is loaded. And that's a good lift for Jalen. Scott wants 175 kilos. Allen on deck, Reese in the hole. Bar is loaded. And that's a good lift for Scott. Allen wants 195 kilos. Reese on deck. Trevor in the hole. Bar is loaded for Allen. And that's a good lift for Allen. Reese wants 205 kilos. Trevor on deck. Jeff in the hole. Reese missed this on his opener. He's coming out. He needs this to get this one.
Hold on.
Sure. Yeah, Gatorade. Actually, coffee. Bar is loaded for Reese. And he waited for the command that time, but he was too high, 2-1, missed lift. All right, Trevor wants 215 kilos. Jeff on deck, Isaac in the hole. Bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Jeff's asking for 220 kilos on his second attempt. Isaac on deck, Jean-Luc in the hole. Bar is loaded. Thank you. And that's a good lift for Jeff. Isaac wants the same weight. Jean-Luc on deck on the increase, followed by Carson. Bar is loaded. And referees say it's a good lift, 2-1. Load the bar to 222.5 kilos. For Jean-Luc, Carson on deck, followed by Rob. Bars loaded. And good catch, spotters. He'll come and get that on his next attempt. Load the bar to 242.5 kilos. For Carson, $242.5. Turn the hearing aid up. Thank you. 242.5 kilos for Carson. Rob on deck to end out second attempts of Flight B. Bar is loaded for Carson. And moved easy, referees say it was a good lift, 3 whites. Load the bar to 257.5, 257.5 kilos for Rob, final attempt of second round. And then we're going to start round 3 with Ethan. Bar is loaded for Rob.
Let's go, Rob.
And that's a good second attempt for Rob. All right, load the bar for third attempts to 145. 145 kilos for Ethan. Jalen on deck. Scott in the hole. And the bar is loaded for Ethan from Moose Jaw. And not there today. Good job, spotters. Jalen wants 170 kilos. Scott on deck. Reese in the hole. Bars loaded for Jalen. 170 kilos from Melfort. Grinds it through. The referees say that's a good lift. Load the bar to 182.5 kilos. 182.5 for Scott. Reese on deck, followed by Allen and Trevor. 182.5. Bar is loaded for Scott out of Regina. And not quite today. Stay with the bar, please. Good job, spotters. 205 kilos for Reese. Allen on deck at the same weight. Trevor in the hole on the increase. Reese has missed his first 2 squats. He needs this to record a total in the meet. So let's get behind him on this attempt. He needs this. Bar is loaded for Reese. Let's go. And referees say, good lift. Same weight for Allen. Bar is loaded for Allen from Regina. And that's no lift, 2-1 for depth. All right, load the bar to 220 kilos. For Trevor, on deck Jean-Luc, in the hole Jeff. You can see as you look at the light box or lights on the TV, there's little numbers below it. Each of the missed lift, that's what tells you what the infraction. Bar is loaded for Trevor, what the infraction is. And the squad of number 1 is depth. And not today, stay with the bar. Good job. Good job, spotters. Jean-Luc wants 222.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Jean-Luc, 222.5 kilos. Another good fight. Referees say it's a good lift. Load the bar to 225 kilos. 225 for Jeff. Isaac on deck, followed by Carson and Rob to round out our squats for today. Bar is loaded for Jeff, lifted from Outlook. And the referees say that's a good lift for Jeff. Load the bar to 227.5 for Isaac. Carson on deck. Rob in the hole. Bar is loaded for Isaac. And the referees say It's a good lift, 2-1. For Isaac, load the bar to 270 kilos. 270 kilos. For Carson. For the junior lifter, he's only 19 years old. There's a big weight. Bars loaded. Let's get behind him for Carson from Caronport. And he made that easy. Referee say good lift. Well done, Carson. All right, load the bar for 275 kilos for Rob. Final lifter of Flight B squats. Then we will take a 10-minute break and be back to bench press. 275 kilos.
Is Rob still in PA? I think so.
We've now crossed the 600-pound barrier. Bar is loaded for Rob out of PA. And referees say that's a good lift for Rob. Well done. All right, we're going to flip over the platform for bench press and then take a 10-minute break. And we will be back 6 minutes until lifting begins. 6 minutes till lifting begins. 3 minutes to change your opening attempt. Flight A. No, I'm not. 4 minutes till lifting begins. 1 minute to change opening attempt. And no more changes to the opening attempts. 3 minutes till lifting begins. Could we get all referees, spotter loaders back to the platform? 1 minute till lifting begins. Flight A, bench press. Morgan, the order will be Morgan, Emma, and Mark. Bar is loaded for Emma. And that's a good lift for Emma. Mara wants 55 kilos. Jamie on deck, Christy in the hole. Bar is loaded for Mara from Assiniboia. It's entered as 55. It's an easy opener. 3 white lights. Jamie wants 60 kilos. Christy on deck. Manuel in the hole. Bar is loaded for Jamie from Pilot Butte. And that's a good lift for Jamie. Christy wants 67.5 kilos. Manuel on deck. Tammy in the hole. Bar is loaded for Christy from Regina. And an easy opener, 3 whites. Manuel wants 87.5. Tammy on deck. Bar is loaded for Manuel out of Regina. And that is a good lift for Emmanuel. Tammy wants 110 kilos. Morgan is on deck for the start of round 2. Emma in the hole. Lifters in flight B. We are last lifter of our first attempt bench. Tammy wants the 5-centimeter blocks. Bar is loaded for the lifter from Assiniboia. Good openers. Referee say 2-1. It's a good lift. All right, load the bar to 35 kilos for Morgan. Emma on deck. Mara in the hole. And bar is loaded for Morgan. Start of round 2. And that's no lift. 2-1. And it looks like her feet were moving around. She'll come and get that on her third attempt. Load the bar to 45 kilos for Emma. Jamie on deck. Christy in the hole. Bar is loaded for Emma.
So they're calling the shuffling of the feet, but then feet can slip, feet can move.
To go to Chris.
So that's a discussion that needs to be had.
And Carolyn, can you get your referee, please? Get your lights, please. Lights. Coaches, you need to go to the head referee if you have a question. Head referee, please. Head referee. And that's a good lift for Emma. Load the bar to 62.5 kilos. Keep going, spotters. 62.5. Bar is loaded for Jamie. Christy on deck. Mara is in the hole. And that's a good lift for Jamie. Load the bar to 70 kilos for Christy. Mara on deck, Emmanuel in the hole, followed by Tammy. Bar is loaded for Christy. Christy's a business owner out of Regina. And that's a good lift for Christy. Mara 172.5 kilos. And bar is loaded for the 19-year-old nursing student. And that's an easy second attempt. Load the bar to 92.5 kilos for Manuel. Tammy is on deck. And then we'll go back to the top of the order with Morgan. Bar is loaded for Manuel, wellness and policy consultant. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 117 and a half kilos for Tammy.
Go through and let them meet on the old software just so it's easier.
Bar is loaded for Tammy. And 2-1, that's a good lift. All right, back to our top of the order. For Morgan, wants 37 and a half kilos. Lifters in flight B. We are starting our third attempts. You have 4 attempts to change your opening attempt. 4 lifters to change your opening attempt. Bar is loaded for Morgan. And the referees, that's a good lift. Good third attempt for Morgan. Good job. Load the bar to 47 and a half kilos. For Emma, Jamie on deck, Christy in the hole. Bar is loaded for Emma. And not quite today. She'll get that at her next meet. Load the bar to 65 kilos for Jamie. On deck, Christy. In the hole, Mara. Lifters in flight B, you have 2 lifters to change opening attempts. Bar is loaded for Jamie. And not quite today. Good try, Jamie. Christy won 72.5 kilos. Mara on deck, Emmanuel in the hole. Bars loaded for Christy. Lifters in flight B, very little time to change your opening attempt. And that's a good lift for Christy. Load the bar to 80 kilos for Mara. Bar is loaded. And not quite. She'll get that at her next meet. All right, load the bar to 96 kilos. 96 kilos for Emmanuel. Tammy on deck. So up until now, we've had increments of 2.5 kilos. You'll see this is not an increment. This is something that's outside of 96 kilos. Outside of that, that means this is a record. "96 kilos. This is a provincial record attempt. Bar is loaded. Also an unofficial national record attempt. Let's get behind her. And not quite today. Good try, Manuel. Give her a round for that attempt. Load the bar to 120 kilos for Tammy. And that would have been an unofficial national record because you can only set national records at a provincial championship or higher competition. So provincials, westerns, nationals. And this is a local meet. You can set provincial records here though, and 120 kilos for Tammy. Bars loaded. This is a provincial record attempt for Tammy. And not quite this time. All right, we're going into flight B. $85, I think, is the first weight. 85, a red and a 5. What's the rack height? Is it up there? 8 and 2. 8 and 2. 8 and 2, loaders. Scott, this will be for you. Scott, then Ethan and Reese. Bar is loaded for Scott. And 2-1, that's a good lift for Scott. Load the bar to 85, same weight for Ethan. Reese on deck, Jean-Luc in the hole. Bar is loaded for Ethan. And not quite. He'll have to reset and get that on his second attempt. Load the bar to 110 kilos. For Reese, Jean-Luc on deck, Jeff in the hole. $110. Bar is loaded for Reese. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 125 kilos for Jean-Luc. Jeff on deck, Carson in the hole. Bar is loaded for Jean-Luc. And that's a good lift for Jean-Luc. Same weight for Jeff. And bar is loaded for Jeff Dolan from Outlook. Okay, reset the clock, please. I'm looking at the referee. It's 125 for Jeff Dolan. Head referee. Bar is loaded, 125 kilos for Jeff. And that was a super easy opener for Jeff. 3 whites. Load the bar to 127.5 kilos. For Carson. Trevor on deck. Jalen in the hole. Bars loaded for Carson. Junior out of Caronport. The easy opener, referees say 3 whites. Good lift. Trevor wants the same weight. Jalen on deck. Isaac in the hole. Bar is loaded. We're a lifter from Saskatoon. Easy opener. Referees say 3 whites. A good lift. Jalen wants 130 kilos. Isaac on deck at the same weight. Allen in the hole on the increase. Bar is loaded for Jalen. Facility operator out of Melfort. And that's a good lift. Leave the bar the same weight for Isaac, same weight. 130 kilos. Allen on deck, Rob in the hole. Bar is loaded for Isaac. Easy opening attempt. Referees say 3 whites. Good lift. 145 kilos for Allen. Bars loaded. And 2-1, that's a good lift. Load the bar to 175 kilos. It's a 2, Rhea. Bar is loaded for Rob. And it's no lift for resting the bar on the safeties. All right, deload the bar to 85 kilos. Down to 85 for Ethan. Ethan missed this on his opener. He's going to come out and get it on his second. Scott, you're on deck. And Reese is in the hole. Bar is loaded for Ethan, grain handler out of Moose Jaw. That looked better. Referees say no lift. I think his feet are not flat on the floor. He's going to get that on his third. He'll fix that up. Load the bar to 95 kilos for Scott. Master 1 lifter. Bar is loaded. Respiratory therapist out of Regina. And there's 3 white lights. A good lift for Scott. Load the bar to 117.5 kilos for Reese. Jean-Luc on deck. Jeff in the hole. Bar is loaded for Reese. 117.5 kilos. Good catch, spotters. He'll come back and get that on his second or on his third. Load the bar to 132.5 kilos for Jean-Luc. Jeff on deck. Trevor in the hole. And Jean-Luc came a long way for this meet. Bars loaded for the lifter from La Ronge.
No, I'm good.
Is this yours? I'm gonna throw it away.
And it's no lift. I think some downward movement, maybe some feet. I'm not sure. All right, load the bar to 135 kilos for Jeff. From Outlook, for those of you who are newer to the strength game, Jeff's been around for a long time. Bars loaded, a former strongman. $135 kilos. And the referees say 3 white lights, a good lift. Load the bar, same weight for Trevor. $135 kilos for Trevor. Bars loaded for the lifter from Saskatoon. Easy second attempt. 3 white lights. A good lift. Load the bar to 137.5 for Carson. Jalen on deck. Isaac in the hole. Bar is loaded for the youth outreach worker from Caronport. Second attempt, 137.5 kilos. Easy second. Referees say that that's a good lift. Good job, Carson. Leave the bar the same weight for Jalen. Junior facility operator out of Melfort, 137.5 kilos. Isaac on deck. Allen in the hole, followed by Rob to end our second attempt bench press. And the bar is loaded for Jalen. This is a provincial record attempt. Let's get behind him. And that's a good lift, new provincial record. Isaac wants 140 kilos. Allen on deck, Rob in the hole. Bar is loaded for Isaac. And that is a good lift, 3 whites, 152.5 for Allen. The bar is loaded for Allen, technical analyst out of Regina. This is a provincial record attempt, folks. Gets behind him. And that's a new provincial record. Good job, Allen. Load the bar to 185 kilos for Rob. He thought he'd use the safeties to rest the bar on the last attempt, so we've lowered those safeties down. They shouldn't get in the way. Last lifter of the second round, then we'll go to the top of the order. Bars loaded for Rob. Ethan, you're on deck. That's an easy second. 3 whites. Good job. Ethan wants 85 kilos. Scott on deck. Reese in the hole. Lifters in flight A. We will take a 10-minute break after bench press before we get into the deadlifts. All right, we need to get behind Ethan on this. He's missed it on his first 2. He needs this to record a total in the meet. Bar is loaded. Let's get behind him, folks. Come on. Not quite there today. He'll come out and deadlift. He just won't get a total. Give him a round of applause. Scott's asking for 100 kilos for his 3rd attempt. Bar is loaded for Scott at 100 kilos. And that is a no lift. 3 reds. Load the bar to 117.5 kilos for Reese. Jean-Luc on deck. Jeff in the hole. And the bar is loaded. 117.5 kilos. He misses on a second. Let's get behind him for his 3rd attempt. Center referee, no lift. All right, he'll get to still come out and deadlift. Jean-Luc wants 132.5 kilos. Jeff on deck, Jalen in the hole. Jean-Luc has listed his occupation as Fortnite. Bar is loaded for his 3rd attempt bench. And that's a good lift, good 3rd attempt. Jeff's asked for 140 kilos for his 3rd attempt. Jalen is on deck, Trevor in the hole, followed by Carson. 140 kilos for Jeff. And bar is loaded for the multi-time Canada Strongest Man competitor. And not quite today. Good try, Jeff. All right, load the bar to same weight for Jalen, 140 kilos. Trevor on deck, Carson in the hole, followed by Isaac, Alan, and Rob. Jalen broke the provincial bench record on his second attempt. He's coming out to try, and bar is loaded. Try and increase that to 140 kilos. Let's get behind him. This is a provincial record attempt to take his own record. And that is a new provincial record, 140 kilos. Leave the bar the same weight for Trevor. Bar is loaded, 140 kilos. And the referees say that is a good lift for Trevor. Load the bar to 142.5 kilos for Carson. From Caronport, Carson squat 270. He's coming, bars loaded. He's coming out to bench, third attempt, 142.5 kilos. Youth outreach worker from Caronport. Let's get behind him. Nice third attempt, and the referees say that that is a good lift. Good job, Carson. All right, load the bar to 147.5 kilos for Isaac. Allen on deck, Rob in the hole to round out our third attempt benches. And the bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Third attempt, 447.5. Good job, Isaac. Allen wants 160 kilos. Rob is on deck. And then we're into a 10-minute break for deadlifts. Allen broke the provincial bench record on his second attempt at 152.5. He's asked for 160 for his third. He's coming out to try and break that record again. Bars loaded. Let's go, Allen. And that's a new provincial record. Good job, Allen. Load the bar to 195 kilos for Rob. Bar is loaded. 195 kilos. 430 pounds. Let's go, Rob. And that's a good third attempt. We will now change the platform over for deadlifts, take a 10-minute break, and be back. 3 minutes to change opening attempt, 6 minutes to lifting starts. Lifters, for the deadlift, there is a baby powder area in the back warm-up room. There's a square piece of carpet with 4 chairs around it. Please, only baby powder on that carpet. Thank you. No more changes to opening attempts. 3 minutes until lifting begins. One minute till lifting begins. All right, can we get everybody in place here? We're 10 seconds away from beginning. And load the bar to 82.5 kilos for Emma. Bar is loaded. Morgan on deck. Christy in the hole. And that's a good opening attempt. Same weight for Morgan. Bar is loaded. Christy on deck, Tammy in the hole, followed by Mara. And that's a good opening attempt. Load the bar to 115 kilos. 115. Bar is loaded for Christy. That's a good opening attempt for Christy. Tammy's asking for 125 kilos. Tammy's a legal assistant, an organic farmer. Coming out of Assiniboia, bar is loaded at 125 kilos. And that's an easy opening attempt that gets 3 whites. Mara wants 135 kilos. Nursing student, also from Assiniboia. Bar is loaded. Jamie on deck, Emmanuel in the hole. And an easy opener, 3 whites. Load the bar to 145 kilos for Jamie, personal trainer and gym owner from Pilot Butte. She wants to thank everyone who put this meet on, and bar is loaded. And that's a easy opener, 3 whites. Load the bar to 160 kilos for Emmanuel. The deadlift is one of her favorite lifts. And the bar is loaded. It's a nice opener. Referees say that that's 3 white lights. All right, back to the top of the order with Emma, 90 kilos. Sub-junior 63 kilo lifter. Sub-junior means you are 18 or younger, 14 to 18 years old. Bar is loaded, 90 kilos for Emma. That was a fast second attempt. 3 whites. Probably need to put some more weight on the bar, coach. 90 kilos again for Morgan. Also a sub-junior lifter. Bars loaded, 63 kilos. And that's a good lift for her second attempt. Christy wants 122.5 kilos. She wants to say thank you to her coach, Taylor Baker, and to her husband. And bar is loaded. 122.5 kilos for Christy. And that's a good lift for Christy. Tammy's asking for 140 kilos. Inspired to get in lifting. Bars loaded by Nathan, her husband. Easy second attempt. It's a good lift. Mara wants 145 kilos. Jamie on deck. Emmanuel in the hole. This is Mara's first meet. Bar is loaded. Coming out for a second attempt at 145. Easy second attempt. Referees say 3 whites. Good lift. Jamie wants 150 kilos. Bar is loaded. Wants to thank all of her family for the support. And that's a good lift for Jamie. Load the bar to 172.5 kilos. For Emmanuel. Bar is loaded. And that is a good lift for Manuel. All right, go to the top of the order. Third round of deadlifts. Lifters in flight B, you have 4 lifters to change your opening attempt. We're going to load 95 kilos for Morgan. And on third attempt deadlifts, in between each lifter, we have to clean the bar. Make sure there's no chalk or baby powder on it. Sub-junior 63 kilo lifter. Bar is loaded for Morgan, 95 kilos. And that's a good lift to finish the day out. Good job, Morgan. Load the bar to 100 kilos for Emma.
Can you zoom this out one? I just can't see the third deadlift.
Bar is loaded, 100 kilos
Thank you.
for the sub-junior 63 kilo lifter. That looked like an opener. And it's a good lift. Finishes the day strong. Load the bar to 130 kilos for Christy. $130. Christy's a Master 1 lifter. Master 1 means between the ages of 40 and 49. And the bar is loaded for Christy. And that is a good third attempt for Christy. Load the bar to 155 kilos for Tammy. On deck is Mara, in the hole Jamie, and our last lifter of Flight A, Emmanuel. Lifters in Flight B, you have 2 lifters remaining before you can change your opening attempts, or to change your opening attempts, and then they're locked in. 155 kilos, Master 1 lifter. Bar is loaded. And that's an easy third attempt. 3 white lights. Good day for Tammy. Mara wants the same weight, 155 kilos. Junior lifter. Junior is between 19 and 23 years old. Jamie on deck, Manuel in the hole. Bar is loaded. No more changes to opening attempts for Flight B.
Is there an award for? So I should tell them to stick around. Do you want them all up there, or you just do
And that's a good third attempt for Mara. Good day. Jamie wants the same weight as well, 155 kilos. also a Master 1 lifter.
That's master. Good. There's no more lifting. This is it.
Bar is loaded.
Yeah, we probably could have put it all one day.
Yeah.
In fact, we get enough drop list now. We could have done three flights and stuff.
Yeah. But
But we didn't have to, like, the drop list just happened.
Yeah.
Just last week.
Yeah. And not quite today. Let's give her a round of applause. All right, Emmanuel wants 182.5 kilos for her third attempt. Lifters in Flight B. This is our last attempt of Flight A, and we're rolling right into Flight B deadlifts. And the bar is, no, it's not loaded. Never mind. I was a little early on that one. And now the bar is loaded. Third attempt, 182.5 kilos. And that's a nice third attempt. That's a good lift. Well done. All right, we're going to roll into Flight B here right away. 150 kilos for Scott. 150. 150. Two reds, a green, a two, and there you go.
We use collars. Get loaded
Yeah.
two lifts and get loaded.
All right, lifters in Flight A, please stick around. We do have best lifter awards, so we will present those as soon as Flight B is complete. Bar is loaded for Scott.
Full, but I'm like, well, maybe it won't be just me. That's true.
Easy opener, 3 white lights. Load the bar to 155 for Ethan. Ethan got into lifting because he wanted to be stronger. Ethan unfortunately didn't get a bench, so he won't put together a total today, but he still gets to deadlift. Bar is loaded for Ethan. That's an easy opener, 3 whites. It's a good lift. Jaylin wants 170 kilos. Wants to thank his coach Danny. Set the provincial bench record during the bench press. Bar is loaded. He's going to come out and pull 170. That was an easy opener, and it gets 3 whites from the judges. Alan wants 175 kilos. Son Ben inspired him to get into lifting. He also broke the bench press provincial record. He's going to come out and pull an opening attempt of 175 kilos, and the bar is loaded. That was an easy opener. Gets 3 whites. Load the bar to 200 kilos for Reese. Bar is loaded. 200 kilos for Reese, junior lifter. And that is a good opening attempt. Leave the bar the same weight for Isaac. Isaac's a sub-junior lifter. Bars loaded, 14 to 18 years old. 200 kilos. And that is a 3 white light opening attempt. Leave the bar or move the bar up to 220 kilos for Jean-Luc. Wants to give a shout out to his mom and dad on the live stream. 220 kilos, sub junior lifter. Bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Same weight for Trevor. Bar is loaded for Trevor, junior lifter out of Saskatoon. Inspired to start lifting by Danny Heinz. Wants to thank his coach, Danny, Coach Dean and Amanda Wall. An easy opening attempt for Trevor. Just gets 3 whites. Load the bar to 237.5 kilos for Carson. Rob on deck, Jeff in the hole. Bar is loaded. 237.5 kilos. Carson's a former Manitoba lifter, holds 10 Manitoba records. I didn't either, but it says it right here.
Go, Carson.
Speedy opener, 3 whites. It's a good lift. Load the bar to 245 kilos for Rob. Bar is loaded. And that's a good opening attempt for Rob. Load the bar to 250 kilos for Jeff. Master one lifter from Outlook. Bar is loaded. Another easy opener. 3 white lights. It's a good lift. All right, back to the start. 157.5 for Scott. Just to give a shout out to Tanya Rice for putting up with him being gone to the gym all the time. $157.5 kilos. Ethan on deck, Jalen in the hole. Bar is loaded for Scott. And that's a good second attempt. Load the bar to 170 kilos for Ethan. Jalen on deck, Allen in the hole. And the bar is loaded. And that's 3 whites. Good lift. 180 kilos for Jalen. Allen on deck. Isaac in the hole. Bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 185 kilos for Allen. Isaac on deck. Reese is in the hole. Bar is loaded. And that's a good second attempt for Allen. Load the bar to 210 kilos for Isaac. Reese on deck. Jean-Luc is in the hole. Bar is loaded for Isaac. And that's a good second attempt. Load the bar to 215 kilos. For Reese, Jean-Luc on deck, Trevor in the hole. And bar is loaded. And that's a good lift. Load the bar to 230 kilos for Jean-Luc. Trevor on deck, Carson in the hole, followed by Rob and Jeff. Bars loaded. And that's a good lift. Trevor wants the same weight, 230 kilos. Junior lifter from Saskatoon. Trevor's also a curler, bars loaded, 7-time provincial champion curler, 2 times junior bronze national medalist in curling, 230 kilos. That's an easy second attempt. Load the bar to 255 kilos for Carson. Rob on deck, Jeff in the hole. Bar is loaded. And that's a good second attempt for Carson. Load the bar to 260 kilos for Rob. Bar is loaded. Jeff on deck. A nice second attempt for Rob, and that's 3 whites. Good lift. And Jeff wants 275 kilos for his second attempt. And then we're going to go to the top of the order for the start of our thirds. We're over 600 now for those who are in pounds. And the bar is loaded for Jeff Dolan. A nice looking second attempt. Referees say 3 whites. Good lift. All right, we're going to go back to the top of the order with Scott at 165 kilos for third attempt deadlifts. As we get into the thirds, big round of applause for our spotter loaders who move the most amount of weight all day. Thank you very much. Thank our sponsor, SBD Apparel Canada and Inner Strength Products.
I'll talk for myself. It's not awkward. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Thank you.
All right, the bar is loaded for Scott, 165 kilos, third attempt. That is a good third attempt. All right, load the bar to 180 kilos for Ethan. If you don't follow SAS Powerlifting on Facebook or Instagram, please do so. Keep abreast of all the provincial news. And bar is loaded for Ethan, 180 kilos. Gutted that one out. Referees, don't give it to him. Sorry, Ethan. Good try. All right, Jalen wants 190 kilos. Junior lifter. Allen on deck. Isaac in the hole. Next meet in the province is in Saskatoon. Rise. Bars loaded. Entry form should be posted shortly. Is it up? The referees say good lift, 190 kilos, third attempt. It's a 9 for 9 day, well done. Allen wants the same weight, 190 kilos. Isaac on deck. Reese in the hole. Do we have a pause? Hold on. Change. So that's a green. Right, Noah? So in the deadlift, you can change your last attempt twice. Bar is loaded. And he made that look like an opener. 3 white lights. Good lift. Isaac wants 212.5 kilos. Reese on deck. Jean-Luc in the hole, followed by Trevor and Carson. The bar is loaded. Nice smooth pull, referees say that that's a good lift. Good job. Reese is asking for 225 kilos. Jean-Luc on deck, followed by Trevor and Carson. Bar is loaded for Reese, 225 kilos. Let's go.
Let's go, Reese.
And not quite. Give him a round of applause. Jean-Luc wants 240 kilos. Trevor's on deck. Carson in the hole, followed by Rob and Jeff. Again, lifters in Flight B, please stick around. We will do the award awards shortly after lifting is completed for this session. And the bar is loaded. Not today. Give him a round of applause. Trevor wants the same weight, 240 kilos. Carson on deck. Rob in the hole. Followed by Jeff to finish the day out. And the bar is loaded. And that's a good lift for Trevor. All right, Carson wants 270 kilos. Rob on deck, Jeff in the hole. Just shy of 600 pounds for this 19-year-old from Caronport. And the bar is loaded. And the referees say 3 whites, finishes the day 9 for 9. Great job, Carson. Rob wants 272 and a half. Jeff, you're on deck. And the bar is loaded for Rob. 600 pounds. Let's get behind him. That's a nice deadlift. 3 white lights. Good job, Rob. All right, last deadlift of the day. 280 kilos. For Jeff. For those of you who are not in the know, Jeff also represented Canada at the World's Strongest Man back in 2003, finished 10th. $280 kilos, 617 pounds. Master 1 lifter out of Outlook, bars loaded. Let's get behind him, last deadlift of the day. And not today. Give him a round of applause. All right, thank you very much, everyone. We will do our awards in about 3 minutes, so please don't disappear. Athletes, as you are cleaning up, please ensure that you Put away all your garbage, throw it out, clean up your spots, leave things as you found them so that we don't have to be your mothers and put it away. Inner Strength or fathers. Inner Strength products will be open for in-person shopping in the warehouse, which is directly kitty corner from this building across the road after the awards ceremony. If you're looking for anything powerlifting related, please go over and check out Inner Strength. They're one of the premier sponsors of the sport, and so they have everything you need. Get out of the way, Dustin. Need to leave your masks on. Sorry. I know we'd all love to take our masks off, but smile with your eyes. All right, we have 2 awards to give out for this afternoon's session. The first one is the best sub-junior junior classic lifter, and that our best lifter for sub-junior juniors for this afternoon's session is Thomas Johnson. Come on out, Thomas. Give him a round of applause. What?
Trevor.
Sorry, Trevor. I don't even know what I said.
Thomas.
Oh, sorry.
That's a different Johnson.
It's been a long day. Trevor Johnson, 595 kilo total, 81.73 GL points. GL points are how we compare across weight classes. All right, and the best master lifter from today's session is Rob Lapine, 742.5 kilos, 87.11 GL points. Rob, come on out. There he comes. All right, give Rob a round of applause. Best master lifter. All right, congratulations, everyone. Again, if you could clean up your spots in the back, put your weights away.